Hey there, welcome to Nerd Chapel. We're doing the next to last devotional from 42, Discovering Faith Through Fandom. So this journey through this is almost complete. So, yeah. So I hope you're a fan of Scooby-Doo. And, yeah, let's get into some coolness. Day 41, Jesus and Mystery Inc. by Eric Anderson. That's me. I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Matthew 10:16. In our last 2 days together, we are looking at a couple of verses from Matthew 10. This chapter shows training that Jesus did with his disciples before sending them out in twos to take his message everywhere they went. There is a lot in this chapter, so we're going to focus on 2 verses, 2 items. Today we will talk about verse 16. I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Now, wait a minute. Sheep are meat. For wolves, anyway. And sheep are not particularly amazing fighters, are they? Do the sheep in Settlers of Catan ever fight off the robber? They aren't particularly smart or capable. If they fall over, they need help being righted. Or else they die. They are dependent animals. So why would Christ tell us to be like these very dependent animals? Because they are trusting animals. They always follow the call of their shepherd. Jesus wants us to come when he calls. Now, what does it mean to be shrewd and innocent? The word shrewd in the original Greek is phronomoi. It is normally translated as wisdom and comes up in 7 other passages in the New Testament. The base word refers to a personal perspective regulating outward behavior. It is sometimes just translated as prudent or sensible. This emphasizes a wisdom focused on caution rather than on skill or intelligence. The word for innocent is akarioi. This particular word comes up only a couple other times in the New Testament. It refers to being unmixed pure. It means you don't have any evil within you. Well, this reminds me of Scooby-Doo and the gang from Mystery Incorporated. A bunch of meddling kids stopping scammers in elaborate costumes. Who does not love this show? You have Freddy, the leader of the group who loves adventure. Then Velma the geek. She's always investigating, researching, and figuring out the details. Daphne is always getting into trouble, but keeps the group grounded. We like knowing that a member of the group is normal. Then you have Shaggy, the scaredy cat, who never stops eating. Finally, there is the joy of the team, Scooby-Doo, the dog who sort of talks and makes wild sandwiches and will do anything for his Scooby snacks. Despite how quickly Freddy and Velma went to investigate, you always had the caution of Shaggy and Scooby. The gang would never back down from a mystery, but they wouldn't let the world stop them either. There was no buying them out with treasure. Well, okay, so maybe Scooby and Shaggy would consider being paid off in food. They approached everything as peaceably as possible, so they never used weapons, although Velma loved to set traps. Paul put this another way in Romans 16:19-20. Everyone has heard about your obedience, so I am full of joy over you. But I want you to be wise about what is good and innocent about what is evil. The God of peace will soon crush Satan under your feet. Does that describe Mystery Inc.? They take risks to help people they don't even know. They don't try to harm the people they catch doing this. Well, not by cartoon physics at least. The meddling kids didn't always look before they left. But we should allow the Holy Spirit to guide us and to be that personal perspective that regulates outward behavior. Let's be the pesky kids filled with the one who binds the enemy. Now, quest of the week. What is a behavior in your life right now that needs to be regulated from a biblical viewpoint? Take some time reading through Matthew 10 And particularly with verse 16, look at how that fits into the message as a whole. And just take some time and write down some thoughts in general about these things. All right. Well, I hope you are doing well. Next week we'll have the last entry in 42 Discovering Faith Through Fandom. So come back then and keep your eyes open for a special Christmas devotional that I've got coming out soon. And I hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.